community of Phil Ochs aficionados, what do we call ourselves?
MFAs?
Yeah.
Ochs heads.
Not Ochs heads. No.
Ochs heads.
Okay. No.
Phil Easters.
Yeah, right.
Phil Easters.
Oh, right. Anyway, the whole right. Oak and Easters. Right. Anyway, the whole point of this online community, it does introduce people to people. In fact, the person who I'm going to introduce next, I met through one of those conversations online. We just started talking. Hey, you want to play? Sure. He's here right now. Steve Vitoff. He's from Long Island, who, by the power of a train, got here tonight. I did pronounce your last name, Vitoff. Oh, Vitoff. Okay. Thank you very much. You see, when you meet people online, you can become friends and not even know how their last name is supposed to be pronounced. But that's
Mr. Landau.
That's Dr. Landau.
No, I see. Landy is an anagram for Dylan.
Yes! Yes!
You should change your name so it's an anagram.
No, it just means I'm not Dylan. That's what it means.
When I was a teenager in the 60s, Phil Ochs was a very, very powerful influence on me and my friends. Not only musically, but the way we thought about politics in the Vietnam War. But I just want to show you this. Walt Whitman, I Sing the Body Electric. Now, Walt Whitman sang about the body electric. He sang songs about intimacy and sensuous topics. But also, like Phil Ochs, Walt Whitman used his art to influence political culture. And I know for a fact that Walt Whitman genuinely believed that if he wrote the right poem, it could help stop the Civil War. And it occurred to me in preparing for this evening, and being a bit of a Whitman fan, and a big Ochs fan, what a wonderful parallel that was, and how valuable it is for artists everywhere, worldwide, if you can, to take your artistic capabilities and apply it for social improvement just expands the impact of your gift in such a remarkable way. And I'm very thankful I was influenced by Ochs.
Yes.
And I know Carol and some of the other people here likewise.
Sounding up to the sky. It's the sound of the old waves falling. You can hear it here. You can hear it in dry. What's that I see now shining in my eye? I've seen that light before. What's that I see now shining in my eye? I see it more and more. It's the light of freedom shining up to the sky. It's the light of the old ways dying. You can see it if you can see it if you. Beating in my heart, I felt that beat before. What's that I feel now, beating in my heart? I feel it more and more. It's the rumble freedom calling, rumbling out to the sky. It's the rumble of the old ways falling, and you can feel it if you try. You can hear it if you try. You can see it if you try. You can feel it. You can hear it. You can see it. Thank you, Joel, for inviting me, organizing this wonderful event. Now, we all know that Ochs was not famous for sensuous songs like Whitman's poetry, but he did write one song about a one-nighter that could have been treated in a callous way, but he turns the boy and the girl into heroes of a lovely shared moment. And the ship sets the sail. They've lived the tales to carry to the shore, straining at the oars or staring from the rail. And the sea bids farewell. She waves and swells and sends them on their way. Time has been her pay, and time will have to tell. And the anchor hits the sand. The hungry hands have tied them to the port. The hour will be short for the leisure on the land. And the girls scent the air. They seem so fair, with paint upon their face. Soft is their embrace as they lead you up the stairs. Soon your sailing will be over. Come and take your pleasures of the harbor. Soon your sailing will be over. Take your pleasures of the harbor. Dark and dim, the touch of skin. He asks her of her name. She answers without shame and without a sense of sin. And the fingers draw the blind, the sip of wine, the cigarette of doubt, till the candle is blown out and the darkness is so kind. The shadows framed alive, the same old sight. The thrill has flown away. All alone they lay, two strangers in the night. And his heart skips a beat. He's on his feet. To shipmates he must join. She's counting up the coins, and he's swallowed by the street. Soon your sailing will be over. Take your pleasures at the harbor.
your sailing will be over. Take your pleasure, the harbor.
Before I introduce Ben Silver, I want to read you one more of these personal scenarios. It was March 1970. I was 17.
This is my story.
This is yours?
Mine.
Well, why don't you come up here and tell it? That's right. That's right. She's
That is
online.
me.
She's in the audience tonight. Why don't you come on up, Carol?
I'll just tell it to you and rather than read it. That's
Okay,
my
well,
story.
you got to stand here. You got to stand here and use a microphone so people can hear you.
You might have to bring it down.
That's okay.
I just want to start by saying that I started to love Phil Ochs around 1969. I was 17 or almost 17. I first remember hearing outside of a small circle of friends at one of my friends' houses, and I was completely hooked and devouring everything by Phil Ochs after that. And I went to countless shows in dozens of places. I couldn't drive in those days. I took every means of transportation to get there, even having to go as far as Westbury, Long Island. I was the one who used to place flowers at his feet at concerts. If any of you were there and remember that, that was me. So anyway, back in the day in 1970, it was around March, when he did a show at Carnegie Hall, I had my tickets. There was no internet, of course, and I was thinking, how in the world, I wanted to get a letter to him, that's all. I really wasn't that into him, like on a physical level, just on a spiritual level. I just wanted to deliver a letter. So I thought about it. I looked at my ticket stub and it said, Ron Delsener presents Phil Ochs. So I looked in the telephone book and there was Ron Delsener's office was there. So my friend and I went downtown to Ron Delsener's office, which at that time was along the FDR Drive, way downtown, almost to Brooklyn. And I got there and gave my letter to his secretary. I just wanted to deliver a letter. And she took it, and then while we were waiting there, I heard her whisper into the phone, 5th Avenue Hotel. So I figured that must be significant, and that's why she whispered it. So as soon as my friend and I left Ron Delsener's office, we took a taxi to the 5th Avenue Hotel, which was located on 5th Avenue and 9th Street. And I called his room, and no one answered. So I left a note in the mailbox saying, Phil, call Carol. With my number, I wanted him to think that he knew me. So that he might call back. And then we left and turned the corner onto 9th Street, which is where I encountered Phil Ochs on his way back to the hotel. And I can't remember too much about what we spoke about because I was in shock, but I do remember telling him that I was the one that frequently placed flowers at his feet at concerts. And then, you know, I went home, and the funny thing is, the friend that I was with, she loved Dick Cavett. And after that, we went to his office, and she met Dick Cavett. So it was like the most special day for each of us. And then, that night, at home, my phone rang. And that's what happened. And he said, I picked it up, I said, hello, he said, Ochs here. And we had a brief conversation during which he told me that he was waiting to be picked up by some friends and didn't really want to go to the party or something that they were taking him to. And I kick myself for why I didn't say I'm going to run out of my house and sneak out of my house and come to the hotel and meet you. I never did that. I just encouraged him to go to the party and he would probably have a good time. And that was that. And that's how I met him and spoke to him on the phone that night.
When I was growing up, my parents had lots of vinyl records. It's almost redundant to say that, of Pete Seeger and Woody Guthrie and Leadbelly. There wasn't really Phil Ochs or even Bob Dylan, but they did have a Joan Baez album which had There But For Fortune on it, and so that was my first exposure to one of Phil's songs. And then at some point a few years later, I don't remember what spurred it, but I went to the Lincoln Center Performing Arts Library and I took out every Phil Ochs record I could find and spent days listening to them. So both of the songs I'm doing tonight are among Phil's anti-war songs, and this is one that I've loved playing for a long time. And it was co-written by Phil and Bob Gibson. It's called One More Parade. I do it a little differently than they did. 3, 4, marching down the street, the rolling of the drums and the trampling of the feet, the general salutes and the mothers wave and weep. Here comes the big parade, don't be afraid, price is paid, one more parade. Listen for the sound and listen for the noise. Listen for the thunder of the marching boys. A few years ago, their guns were only toys. Here comes the big parade. Don't be afraid, price is paid. One more parade. So young, so strong, so ready for the war, so willing to go and die upon a foreign shore. All march together, everybody looks the same, so there is no one you can blame. Light flame, light the flame, one more parade. Medals on their coats and guns in their hands, trained to kill as they're trained to stand. 10,000 years need only one command. Here comes the big parade. Don't be afraid, price is paid. One more parade. Cold hard stares on faces so proud, kisses from the girls and cheers from the crowd. Somebody got the lyric there? After cheers from the crowd. And the widows from the last war cried in their shrouds. Here comes the big parade. Don't be afraid, price is paid. Don't be ashamed, war's a game, world in flames, so start the parade. So start the parade.
Kevin Silver, everybody, and thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Joe. Try to sing well back there.
Yes. Ben will be in Brooklyn on Saturday night, joining a number of other performers, including Hudson Valley Sally, and Ann will be there, I'll be there, and a few others. And we'll get to do this again in a slightly larger space. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody for watching. I know I've been monitoring some of the audio situation, but we're new at this. You know, this live streaming is a new game. I want to thank everybody who shared of their energy and time and stories and memories and everything that means something to you that you brought here. I hope you got back more than equal. You know, and this is only 75, we're going to have to do this in another 75 years, of course, but maybe we don't have to wait that long. When Sunny Oaks has her Phil Ochs nights, she always ends the songs with "When I'm Gone." We're going to do that. So everybody who's played, you want to come forward? Now here's the thing. Oh, this is such a well-attended room that I brought a bag with a clipboard, with pens on it, with flyers on it, with the words on it, that I was going to pass to everybody in attendance this evening, but unless we can find out in the next 30 seconds. Yes, I have a copy of the words here, but basically what you don't know is that I had asked the people who were going to be singing to choose their favorite verse, and maybe you get to sing that one and lead that one. I mean, we're all going to sing this, but someone's going to lead it. But I guess plans have changed. Things have changed. That's the wrong guy. Why don't you?
I used to care about it.
I know.
I used to get things have changed.
Well, so everybody, David, why don't you come on up here? We're going to sing this song, and we're going to put the words on the music stand. If you remember which one you chose, you just sing louder than the rest of us.
Third verse.
All right, I hope you join us.
Call up Carol.
And Carol, you want to come? Carol, come and join us. You are the flower lady. But come on.
Yes.
Thank you.
He wrote a song about her.
Well, that's quite amazing.
Yes.
No guitars? Ah, yes.
One of you should have a guitar.
Okay, yes. I'll play this.
Yeah, you play the guitar. Someone has to play it.
Stringless. Fat-free, gluten-free, no strings.
Unless you want to do it in choral style.
No. I think Carol style.
Why don't you get near the?
Right there, behind.
What key are you doing? I'm so glad someone else did the homework and printed something out.
Yeah, you had a request on what key are you doing?
Oh, E. Yeah, I think we talked about this. Does anybody want to go F? Does anybody want to sing F? We go F ourselves. No. We're gonna sing. Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. No. That's okay. That's all right.
Flowing of the time when I'm gone. All the pleasures of love would not be mine when I'm gone. My pen won't tenderly glide when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't breathe the bracing air when I'm I can't even worry about my cares when I'm gone. Won't be asked to do my share when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. I won't be running
won't see the golden of the sun when I'm gone, and the evenings and the mornings will be one when I'm gone. And I just won't be singing louder than the guns when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.
All my days won't be dances of delight when I'm gone, and the sands won't be shifting from my sight when I'm gone. Can I name it to the fight when I'm gone? So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.
And I won't be laughing at the lies when I'm gone.
And people won't tell my mind when I'm gone. And we're proud enough to die when I'm gone.
So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.
I can't sing with friends on Phil Ochs Day when I'm gone. Remembering those songs we love to play when I'm gone. And carry on the fight in our own way when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. Well, there's no other place in the world I'd belong when I'm gone. I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. You won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it. Well, I guess I'll have to do it. I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody. This is fabulous. And thank you, Odradeks. Jake, if you're watching, thank you so much.
I ain't
Thank you, Joe.